Hello, Filipino activists, and maybe some of the 90 million who did not vote last year. Cathy is here, your wellness coach and Filipino activist. And today we are in hydration, okay? And we're talking about water and, yeah, what you should drink when you're out going to eat at a restaurant. Water. So we're going to pick your rep first, and we like to get in our positive quotient repetitions before we begin so that we're centered and so that our brains are connected to our bodies. All right. So if you feel safe, and only if you feel safe, feel free to close your eyes. I invite you, whether you're sitting, standing, um, you know, laying down even, if you can, close your eyes. And this one is going to feel a little weird. So again, I invite you to just brace yourself. But I want you to, when you're ready, you're going to go ahead and tense up every part of your body. Again, this is going to be a little harder if you're standing, but you can do it. Tense up your face, your head, your hands, arms, all your limbs. Tense up your tummy, but remember to breathe. Really feel that sensation of tense, 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 tense. Your teeth, your mouth, your bum, and then let it go. And feel that release. Let that sensation help you return to a regular breath. Notice how that release feels. You should feel a little invigorated. When you're ready, go ahead and blink your eyes open. Those used to not be my favorite. Tensing, never a fun thing to do when you have high anxiety. But I have learned to since be able to breathe a lot freer, even with me tensing up everything. So hopefully you feel energized more than anything else, right? So with that, we are again in our wellness playlist, and this is all about using the 5 pillars, okay, which can help you in all areas of wellness if you use these 5 pillars, which is hydration, okay, then you have sleep, very important, then you have nourishment, then you have movement, and then you have mental fitness. Those positive quotient repetitions that I show you every time, those are actually part of mental fitness, but that's how important they are. I use them all the time because they are just that important. So, hydration, okay, that is our pillar today that we're working on. And when you go to any type of outside restaurant, let's say, your friends are at work and they're like, hey, we're going to go to, whatever, fill in the blank restaurant. Like, sure, let's go. And that's fine, go out, have fun. But guess what? If you really want to help your hydration, okay, meaning that on a daily basis, you're working towards hopefully drinking enough that you can theoretically say that you have drank at least the baseline to keep you alive. Okay. Um, what that means is that an easy way to think of this is without really any conversions, you just take your weight, okay, whatever that is, then you turn that into, you half that, okay, so if you weigh 120 pounds, that's now 60 pounds. And then it miraculously just turns into ounces. So 60 ounces is what your body would require just to keep your body functioning. That's not including if you're, maybe going to take a walk, or maybe you are really like, you are like thinking hard. Thinking hard takes a lot of muscle. Okay. It takes a lot of glucose. And so you want to stay hydrated at all times when you are awake. Because why? Because when you are asleep, okay, you use up a liter of water. Okay. That's a lot of water. And so throughout the day, or during your waking hours, I should say, you get to replenish all of that water that has then been used, right, while you were sleeping. So when you go out, whenever you do, now I know you may want to drink some alcohol, adult beverages, but I will ask you, especially if you're at work, you really shouldn't be, thinking about having a cold one when you're still on the clock, right? But nonetheless, I would still say, even if you're off the clock, no matter what time of day or what time in the time that you go with your friends or family to go out to eat, I would actually say and suggest that you just choose to drink water and, ask them to add lemon to it or lime or mint. Hell, they would have all those ingredients, right? You tell them to mix it together. You just made yourself the coolest little, or you can even, just add club soda to it and you've just made yourself the coolest little fresh spritzer. What I'm getting at is that instead of loading up, okay, with sugary drinks of any type, and even to include coffee, okay, because not everyone drinks black coffee, go ahead and give yourself that gift of just drinking water, okay, and preferably not with ice. I know some of you are just like big on ice, but really, room temperature water and any type of fluid really should be room temperature. Our bodies are not meant to have really cold substances, all right? It shocks our nervous system, actually. And the same goes for hot drinks, right? Like, yes, we want a warm mug of something when it's chilly outside, right? And there's nothing wrong with it, but we don't want it scalding hot, right? Like we don't want to burn our tongues. There's a reason why our bodies are sensitive to that type of extreme. So my recommendation for hydration, yes, even if you are celebrating something really cool, think about not spoiling your, meal with something additive like liquid calories. And I don't care about calories in the same way you might be thinking. I'm just saying, instead of filling up your tummy with liquid, why not fill it up with nourishing food, right? That then the water will help bring down, right? Like help it. But I would say whenever you can, just go with a regular glass of water when you're out and about. Um, I will give you the freedom to choose if you want ice or not, but I would definitely say when you can, just choose water. Okay. And then if you want, add something to it. But your body will thank you. Not only will it digest your food better, but it will actually nourish your body better, right? We want to give our bodies every chance it can have to use up all of the nutrients so that then your brain gets more glucose, right? And the ultimate goal is always to be hydrated enough that your body is never dehydrated. And again, most of us are chronically dehydrated. Okay. So that's a simple ask, right? So next time you go eat somewhere, think about what I just said and say, okay, if I do decide just to drink water, and that's not a punishment, just tell yourself, okay, I'm going to dress it up, and maybe add some mint and lemon or lime, whatever you want, right? Strawberries, fruit. You can drop anything really into water, and it'll just take on a little bit of that flavor of whatever you dropped in. So it doesn't matter what it is. With that, I leave you with happy water drinking. Until next time, take care, take charge, God bless.